Yo, 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 it's the Wheelz Show. Man, I don't even know how much time I have on this video. Like, it usually tells me, like, it has like 15 minutes or so. I should have more, but I don't know how to get more data every time I go there to get more data from my phone. Doesn't work. So I don't know what to do about that. But I'm not worried about it. Like, mostly what I do now, I delete all of my videos after I post them and everything in there on YouTube, and then and Instagram, TikTok, and you can download it. So that's what I do. I don't keep any videos on my phone because I don't have enough space. But that's another thing to think about. And then been working on this music this week and writing songs pretty quick. But usually what I do is just like a chorus. I start with that, and then I do a verse, just one verse, because if I rap a whole lot, time I get to the second verse, I'll be like sounding out of breath. So I remember when I first started rapping, like I would rap the whole verse, like rap through it, and now I do it a whole different way. So that way you don't hear the air sound, and a lot of people hear my music and they're like, I don't even know you're on the track, man. Don't even sound like that. But yeah, I'm like, that's how I usually do it, so I don't run out of breath. But like, it's easier doing one line at a time than it is rapping the whole verse, because rapping one line at a time, you can really put more feeling into it, and it's easier for me. And like I said, you won't hear no air noise. So I like my stuff being as perfect as I can make it, like perfect for me. And that's what I do. I just do it till it's done. Like, I thought I would be done with my last album, like maybe September time frame, but it just ran a little longer because I still was kind of picky with it, and it wasn't sounding to my liking. And eventually, I got it where I liked it, and I was like okay with it, and I'm going to the studio again to do 2 other songs. I already have 4 songs recorded and do 2 more, so 6 songs, and then I have another 2 I need to do real soon, and pretty soon have like 8 songs, so I can't wait for that. And my the guy that makes my beats, I have to credit him, and I just didn't do that on that other album, Belief, Faith, Hope, and that was all his, beats, and he never told me what he wanted till it's too late, and I already had uploaded the whole album, and so I'm gonna have to take it down now and go with a different company, CD Baby, and apparently you can just pay 1 subscription and be good, and then when you put out an album, it'll stay out, so that way I don't have to remember to repay every 3 years. And like, what messed me up with that, why a lot of my other albums aren't out, my card got hacked, and then I just never added a new card, and it didn't renew. And that's the same thing with my website that a lot of people worked hard on, and I really appreciate that. And just it slipped my mind that I had a different credit card and it wasn't paying, so we lost that. And it was kind of hard, but I feel like it'll be easy to rebuild another one. I'm just waiting until I get my money right, man. Like, it's hard to do all the things I'm doing on a fixed income, but I mean, I could work if I really wanted to, but I like the way my life is right now. I get to wake up and do what I love, and then go to sleep doing what I love. Like, can't get no better than that. I was talking to my nurse today about getting up at 8 in the morning, going all day, then 8 at night, then I be in bed. But then I feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff, missing my basketball games. Like, that's important to me. Like I wanted to be a basketball player when I was young, so it really helps me a lot watching it. And I was playing the game for like most of my life, so I was really sad when I couldn't play it anymore. But I got over it, and I know they don't have anything for me that I can use because like they have this sip and puff thing where you can push buttons and stuff with your mouth, but my mouth like not strong enough. Like I tried that with my wheelchair, putting a sip and puff on there, and that was a disaster because like by the end of going for around the block, like almost getting ran over and running off the curb and running in to a lot of different things. Like my mouth was sore on top of all that, and it's dangerous. So I just like said, nah, I'm not gonna even deal with it no more. As long as my hands working, my thumbs working, I'm just gonna use my joystick for as long as I can. So last Friday, I went to get my trach replaced, and they replaced it with a new trach, of course. And like you have to do it in 3 months. Any longer than that, like you risk like getting a infection, and so I don't want to deal with that. And like it was stinking at 4 months, and I was like, I don't know if I want to wait that long. So I started doing it every 3 months, and when I first got the trach, no one told me I would have a ton of congestion, and that's what I have now, a ton of that. But I mean, they just never told me that. Like when I was getting a trach, oh, you're gonna have more mucus. And I guess that it happened so quick that they didn't get to explain to me about, the process and what goes on with your body, that it rejects it because it's a foreign object. But I learned the hard way. Hey, that's the only way to learn in this family. So I learned and, figured that out, on my own, because I thought I still had pneumonia when I was in rehab, and I was like, what's going on? And like, why am I having all this congestion? And we did x-rays because I felt like I was real sick, but I wasn't. It was just part of the process. And luckily, I got used to it in about maybe a year, and it wasn't as bad, but I'm still dealing with mucus till today and probably for the rest of my life. But who knows? Who am I to say what my future is gonna be? So we'll just see, man. Live it one day at a time, and that's how we're gonna take it. But yeah, getting the trach done. I used to get it done in the hospital, and it would take like all day because the ENT that I had, he was like saying that, hey, it's gonna hurt, if you're awake, and we pop it in. And then like that scared me, but I remember in the hospital they did that right after they took the stitches like right at my neck, right out of it, and they pulled it out, put a new one in, just right there, and I was awake and it didn't hurt that bad. So I started doing it again once I switched to a different ENT, and then once I switched to that doctor, he's actually the one that put the trach in, Dr. Nason. So I have him now, and he's not scared to do the trach like with me awake and in his office, and I don't mind it either. Like it saves time and it's still safe. So, and I don't have to go get under an anesthesia every time. Like that's not safe for nobody. So I'm so glad like I do it less invasive now. I mean, for some people it might hurt, but like for me, I'm more thinking about my breathing when it's happening. So I really don't have time to even think about the scraping. But this last time, like I was really concentrated on it and on how everything feels. And it didn't feel bad. It just happened so quick. It just felt like someone scraping you on the inside of your neck. But I mean, it's not bad. Like it doesn't make you cry or have any kind of uncomfort and pain. Like it's alright, you know, like I like it way better than the hospital experience. Man, I hate going to the hospital. The only time I go there is if like something weird is going on and I can't fix it myself with antibiotics and call it into the doctor. Cause how I got it set up right now, I have like a sputum test, so whenever I feel extra mucus or feel weird, I do it and send it into the labs and see what's going on. Like if there's pneumonia or something, like who knows, but that's what I do, so I stay healthy, and then the doctors know I know my body, so they give me the antibiotic whenever I need it. So I'm glad I have doctors that trust me, and I'm not just gonna be using it for nothing. Like you can't use antibiotics all the time. It's not necessary, you know, because if you do it too many times, your body gets immune to it, and then you know it ain't gonna help. So I try not to do any antibiotics, you know, as long as I can handle it. But it's been working for a while. Like the only time I go there is get my feeding tube, like routine stuff in my life, because I had to get the trach done and the feeding tube. The feeding tube, man, didn't feel too good last time, but it's like every time I change that one out, do a replacement, it's always a different doctor. And this doctor I had last time sucked, man. Like, I didn't really feel like he knew what he was doing or anything. I know he knew, but I just felt like he did some unnecessary things. But I mean, who am I to question a doctor? But I didn't like the way it felt. It usually don't feel like that. It's usually in and out. It took a little longer this time. And ever since then, man, I've been having some weird back spasm every once in a while. Whenever I don't get a good night's sleep or have sciatic problems, like that affects me a lot. Lately, when I've been sleeping, I have like this little pad I sleep on from my butt. I probably don't need it, but I mean, it helps a lot, you know, with pressure and all that. So I use it, and if you put it too far down on my thigh, then my leg falls asleep, and I can't get no sleep. Like on Sunday going into Monday, man, I didn't get no sleep. Probably like 2 hours or something like that. And what's weird about that, I had more energy that day, and I woke up at 11:20 to be ready at noon for a massage. So I've been having that for a while now, like over 16 years. And it seems to be helping. Like, I've been doing it that long, and my blood flow is running good, you know, so I'm just thankful I'm able to get that done, you know, so that's good. I talked to my dad the other day for a little bit. Like, it took a while to call him, but he called me. He beat me to it, because, like, I think about calling him and just forget, and it slips my mind, and I never do it. But, I mean, we had a good conversation, so I enjoyed that. And I watched that Wonka movie. That was good. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the new one, the Wonka. That was pretty good. And I saw Madam Web. I like that. They set that up to be for another movie. So I'm excited about that. It was really good. And I like Dakota Johnson, man. That's my big crush. And this other girl, Megan Maroney, man. Man, that girl's sexy. I like her a lot. But make sure you check me out on my YouTube channel, Wheelz the Rapper. Check me out on TikTok, Wheelz the Rapper. Instagram, Wheelz the Rapper. Spotify, Wheelz the Rapper. Ryan Schmidt for Facebook. So make sure you look me up. I appreciate y'all for listening, man. I was able to do another video this week, so to my song What You Know. So I was excited about that, and thank y'all for watching it. Thank y'all for, you know, supporting me and everything. Even if I don't have a million views, like, don't matter to me. This is helping me, so I'm not really tripping about it, man. I'll holler at y'all. Wheelz, baby.